So, lads, it is extremely likely that the WNBA players are going to get something in the region of what they want. And according to Annie Costable here, the WNBA's latest CBA proposal includes a supermax closer to 850k and a vet minimum hovering around 300k in year one. The two sides remain at odds, with Engelbert's foreign relationships extending to team presidents and owners. Now, I'll talk a little more about this, but like the Aces owner has come out and said he's not even being consulted in what's going on. So this seems like just Kathy's gone on a full power trip. Like everyone wants Kathy gone. The players want Kathy gone. The owners want Kathy gone. And the reason is because it helps nobody if there's a lockout. Outside of Nafisa Collier and Breanna Steward, it helps nobody. And maybe not even Stewie. I don't even know what stake she has. And I'm only saying fee because of the stake that her husband has in the league and on Rivals. It helps, the lockout helps 1% of the WNBA players. It doesn't help 99% of them. And I think the owners realize this. I think the players realize this. I think everybody realized this, including, other than the commissioner. They can't stand here. But I think the players are going to get what they want. And what is that? A max contract over $1 million. Because the max contract at 850k. The league, let's just calculate it out. Let's just say with minimum contracts being 300k instead of 80k. Let's just say hypothetically the salary cap goes to 5 million a year. All right, let's just say it goes to 7 million a year. 7 million a year. And I don't know, let's say their proposal is 5. For the sake of 2 million per team per year, these owners are not going to lock the players out. For the sake to potentially the exponential growth in the value of their teams, for 2 million a year, which is so much less than the values are going up, there is no way in hell that it's stopped by that. This sounds like they are close. Like this sounds like an amount of money that is close. And we've heard it from Adam Silver. He is not going to let this happen. He's not going to let it happen. Because if you guys don't know, the NBA wants to control world basketball. EuroLeague is not going to be a thing very soon. EuroLeague is genuinely not going to be a thing. It becomes NBA Europe in not too long. Like, I'm trying to think of when NBA Europe is supposed to be. EuroLeague updates, NBA FIBA talks on potential NBA Europe. It says here it could launch in 2027. And they want to control world basketball. That's the thing they've always wanted to control. They want control of everything. They've wanted control of youth, not even of everything senior basketball. I think the NBA are gonna try take over the Olympics, or they're gonna try link with FIBA. They're gonna try really link with FIBA. But yeah, it's one of those things that Adam Silver will not let this happen. Whatever about Kathy Engelbert, Adam Silver will not let this happen. I mean that. Because a lockout potentially pushes them towards unrivaled. And he's not going to let it happen. He will not let the players, because it is the only time, this is the only time in any major sports league where a league run by the players actually has a chance. To take over. And they're not good. The NBA is not going to let that happen. Because if Unrivaled becomes the A game and the WNBA becomes the B side, it will never recover. Because of the way the revenue split is in Unrivaled, the way the investors are, the way there's not money going to the NBA controlling part of it. The WNBA, as we know it, could be done. Could absolutely be done. And they're not going to let it happen. It's as simple as that. There is going to be a max contract of over $1 million. What's the revenue split? I mean, the revenue split is something that they will never get specifically because of the fact that the WNBA made a deal with the level 3 years ago, and they also gave the NBA on 50% of it. So with that being said, like the revenue split thing is never going to happen. How and when do investors recoup their investments? Is the WNBA required to pay back debt from the last decade? Like, they will never get their revenue split. Like, that's never going to happen. And I think, look, everybody knows the revenue split's never going to happen. The revenue split they want is never going to happen. But they can get I think they're trying, like, I would hope they're using it as a bargaining chip to get what the highest base salaries possible. I think there's a world where their base salary, the max contract might go to 1.5 a year. I think that the minimum contract 300k is fair. Is honestly completely fair. The vet minimum, which means rookie contracts probably at about 250k. I think they'd be happy out with that. But yeah, it is a really interesting one here to see what's going on when it comes to these finances, because I think we're really close to them figuring out an amount of money. Again, like, I don't think it's going to be, oh yeah, they're everything's absolutely sorted. Everything's going to be good. It's all going to be perfect. I'm like, because that's not really the way things are. But I will say that I think we're now looking at a much more likely chance of there not being a lockout than there being a lockout. Especially since I actually think Adam Silver is going to take over. I think Adam Silver is going to take over, maybe not as commissioner, but like almost as de facto commissioner in these discussions, and I think it gets done. The NBA want control of world basketball, and the WNBA is part of world basketball, so they're going to have to find a way to take control of keep control of the WNBA if they want their global world domination of the sport of basketball. Which you might laugh about it, but that's a fact. That's what the NBA have been trying to do for years. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with this? Do you guys disagree? And yeah, it's a big topic. It's going to be a big topic for a while. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.